In this video, I'm going to look at an IELTS speaking part 3 question and model answer about celebrities and famous people. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to explain the vocabulary that I've used in the model answer. This is quite a difficult part 3 question. In my view, this is probably the most difficult type of IELTS speaking part 3 question there is. Make sure you stick around to see how I tackle answering this question. Right, first of all, I've got a question for you. What's the worst thing about being famous? Can you let me know in the comments below? What's the worst thing about being famous? Right, let's have a look at this difficult question then. So, here's the question. What are the differences between famous people today and those in the past? Do you know what type of question this is? Very good. This is a compare and contrast question, which, as I said before, I think is the most difficult type of question to answer. Right, so this is a compare and contrast question. How am I going to answer this? Well, one thing's for sure. Organising your answer is extremely important. Because otherwise, what many of my students will do is they'll just go round in circles and just tell me the same thing, maybe in a slightly different way, or even just with the same vocabulary. And that's not going to make a very interesting answer, and it's not going to make an answer that's going to impress the examiner. So, in my view, this is what you want to do. You want to talk about one thing and then you want to talk about the other. So this question's asking about the past and then it's asking about nowadays. So talk about the past and then talk about nowadays. Don't talk about the past and nowadays, the past and nowadays, the past and nowadays. It's too confusing. It's too confusing for you and it's too confusing for the examiner listening to it. So talk about the past and then talk about nowadays. And this is what I've done in my answer. Let's have a look. Back in the day, celebrities were famous for their business exploits like Henry Ford or for their talent. For instance, Elvis was a well-known singer or Audrey Hepburn was a famous actress. These days, the same is true to some extent. But many people are simply famous for being famous. Take the Kardashians, for instance. Their incredible popularity isn't based on any particular talent, rather than having a rich father and an ultra-glamorous lifestyle. Right, let's look at the vocabulary there. So, linking phrase and discourse marker. Back in the day. This is a phrase. This is great for introducing something in the past. To talk about a time in the past. Take the, for instance. This is a phrase. What did I say? I said take the Kardashians, for instance. But you could say anything. You could say take the French, for instance. Or take cars, for instance. And this is a way to introduce something. It's quite an advanced way to introduce something. Vocabulary, business exploits. This is a collocation. And these are business achievements. Talent, that's a noun. That's something someone is good at. Incredible, it's an adjective. Incredible popularity, I said. So instead of saying, very or something like that, you could say incredible or incredibly. You could use it as a adverb. But this is an adjective and that means amazing. Very good. Popularity, noun, being liked and admired by people. Ultra glamorous. So if we put ultra on the front of a word, then it can make it even bigger than whatever adjective we're using. So it could be ultra modern or ultra expensive. But here I've said ultra glamorous. Right, so there we have it. That's my model answer for a compare and contrast question. How did you get on? Did you answer my question that I asked you before? What's the worst thing about being famous? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you like. There is a link in the description below that's going to get you $10 credit for free when you sign up for italki. italki is a website where you can find thousands of teachers like me that can help you with your English or help you with your IELTS. Also, there's a link to my IELTS speaking course, which is gonna help you achieve a band 7 or more, and it only takes 5 hours of your time. If you want to see a model answer about the difficult subjects of headphones, check out this video here. Thank you very much for joining me. Great to see you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.